Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings for Hearts. So yeah, we're going to do your life spread today. So I did say at the beginning of May that from now on it would be 2 readings per month, 1 love, 1 general, okay, and mid-month I would come back with a bonus reading. So the bonus reading is the life spread. For those of you who know Carol's Universe and you've been with me for years since I started, you'll know all of these spreads that I do. For those of you who have just joined, the life spread concentrates on 5 areas. So we look at your home life, we look at your work life, we look at your personal life, we look at your love life, and we look at your your future. So towards the end of January, towards the end of 2018. Now usually I'd have done this way back in January, but I was focusing on trying to put other stuff onto the channel, and now I think, well, let's do a life spread from June 2018 straight to December 2018. So we're using the actual Hanson Roberts because they're small. This deck of cards is quite small and it's easy to try and put out on the desk for you guys to see it. We also, when we've done these areas, and I'll show you, as I shuffle the cards, I'll explain a bit more about the positionings. We also use the Golden Universal Tarot, one of my absolute favourite decks, beautiful. And we only use the major cards from here. There's 22 majors here and we're using 7 out of the deck, okay? So we shuffle, cut the cards, and the 7 areas, 5 of those 7 areas will be the overall outcome of each of those areas I've just told you about in the life spread. So for the personal area of your life, in the life spread, Sagittarius, this card number 1, major card number 1, will not only be the overall outcome for your personal life, but also we start the reading with looking at the foundation of your life at the moment. So where you are at the moment as the client, what your focus is on, okay? And then consequently the other 4 areas will show just the outcomes of each of the life spread areas. Position number 6 will be what you're hoping for. So what are you hoping for in all the other areas of your life in 2018, the rest of 2018, and position 7 is what the overall outcome is, where everything is heading for you. And we also have an advice card at the end. Okay, I hope all of that makes sense. We're going to start removing some of these boxes then for you, and we're going to, oh yes, and I sometimes use clarifiers, the smaller Rider-Waite deck clarifiers, just to give me a little bit of information on certain areas I need to expand on. So what we do is we're going to take this out like so, and we're going to shuffle. So Universe Spirit, show what's coming in 5 areas of Sagittarius's life between June 2018 and December 2018. What's coming in for Sagittarius between June 2018 and December 2018 in terms of the life spread. Show me their home life in 2008, in June, from June to December 2018. Show me their love lives. Show me their personal life. Show me their work life. And show me their future, and also the advice card, please. Show me. Okay, so we've shuffled Sagittarius. We're going to split the deck into 3, like so. Collect it back up, like so. And the first things first, we want to just... So we're going to... I always put the personal situation down first. 1, 2... Let's bring this down a bit so you can see everything. So 1, 2, 3. And then I go to the home area here. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, showing here like so. Okay, and then we go to the your career area. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. And then we go to the love area. 1, 2, 3. Let's get that up there like so. And then we go to the future area. 1, 2. Let's bring this down a little bit here. 1, 2. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And what we're going to do is we're just going to reshuffle and ask for advice. So Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Sagittarius on this reading, showing me for the rest of 2018? Alright, so we'll just put that one there. There's your advice card, okay? That's been shuffled, and now we're going to shuffle the anchor cards, okay? And once this is done, I just want to explain something about these top cards. So Universe Spirit, show me how the situations will resolve themselves in the home situation, personal situation, also showing us the foundation for their lives right now, of Sagittarius. In the work situation, what will be the overall outcome? In the home situation, sorry, in the love situation, what will be the overall outcome? And in the future position, what will be the overall outcome? In position 6, please show me what Sagittarius's hopes are. And in position 7, please show me how everything, where everything is heading to in this reading for Sagittarius from June 2018 through to December 2018. Show me. All right, now what we need to do again is cut the deck like so. 1, 2, 3. Collect that back up like so. And what we're going to do is we put down, firstly, the foundation. So this is where you are at the moment in your life, Sagittarius, but also what the overall outcome will be for this area here. This is the overall outcome for the love area, the overall outcome for work. Let's just push this across a little bit like that. I don't know whether you guys can see that though. For work, this is the overall outcome for your home. This is the overall outcome here for your future. This is the your hopes, and this is the where everything is heading. Okay, hope that all makes sense to you guys. Just to give you a quick note on because if you're not familiar with this reading, then you need to know. You see all these top cards, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are called the key cards. So these are the influences that you're already experiencing, or they'll be coming in. And then the cards underneath are, well, what's going on within that influence, okay? Usually this card should show how the situation evolves or what the outcome will be. But this will be the ultimate outcome, because the majors are always bigger than pips, okay? So this is kind of like the long-term implications of the situation. All right, let's have a look at what the energies are around you. What is your focus on in your foundation? Well, oh, now that's funny, because let's have a look. All right, sorry, I need to turn these up the right way. They shouldn't be reversed. We don't have reversals in them, and I'm sorry, I've actually put these in the wrong way up. So let me just turn these around properly so you guys get to see. And I obviously don't want you to see what the cards are as yet, so I need to be very careful when turning them around. There we go. Okay. Oh god, I've just pulled out. Sorry. All right. So Sagittarius, I mean, your focus right now is on making a very important decision, I think, with Judgment energy. Now you see, you get Judgment, and sometimes, you know, this is about releasing things that are not serving us anymore. That's what Judgment is about, a reawakening. Sometimes the focus is on renewal of something, though, with the Judgment energy. So sometimes you get Judgment and the Ace of Swords and you're recontacting someone. Or you get Judgment and the Ace of Cups and it's people from the past coming back. Or Judgment and the Ten of Cups and this is meeting up with family and friends that you haven't seen in a long time. So this can definitely be a card about renewal. But it's also a card about an awakening. You know, sometimes, you know, it might be that you get a call out of the blue from a friend and they start talking about something that you've been ignoring for a long time, i.e. smoking, that somebody wants you to give up smoking. So the Judgment card can be about giving up bad habits, things like smoking and things like drinking, if you do too much of those things. That can be one of the things of this card. The Judgment card can also be when you're being judged. So you might be being judged by another person, by a group of people, but ultimately you might be judging someone yourself, Sagittarius, with this card. But the focus more than anything, I think, with the Judgment card for you guys is all about, I think it's all about releasing oneself from one area of your life and moving forward into another. So I think that where the focus is at the moment for you guys with the Judgment card is about making some life-changing decisions with the Judgment card, because I'm seeing real changes coming in, real transformations around you guys. Now, your present situation, well, in your present lives, the energies if you're not feeling it now, coming in will be the Ten of Wands. And I think that this is about coping with many things. Some of you guys, it might be that you're coping with... Usually the Ten of Wands is all about carrying a burden on your shoulders. So I think that some of you guys will be carrying some burdens. I think the energies coming in, Sagittarius, are that you're going to be carrying a heavy load. Possibly for some of you guys, trying to do more than you can, biting off more than you can chew. With the Ten of Wands energy showing there as the influences coming into your personal life. But ultimately, possibly just carrying too much of a weight on your shoulder is being carried. Now around that energy, oh my God, that showed up again. That showed up for, who was it for? Aquarius, I think. See, I think around this burden, what you're experiencing with the Queen of Cups, because the influences coming in are a burden. And this is all about the Queen of Cups energy showing here. So this is about, I think that you're very much burdened by your own feelings on a matter. It might be that there's a person here as well, Sagittarius, because the Queen of Cups could be a Scorpio, Cancer person. So it might be that what you're, the influences coming in are a burden, and this could be about a person. Doesn't have to be a water sign, but this, usually the Queen of Cups is a pretty nice person. She can also be seen though as somebody who's depressed. So it might be that your burdens are around somebody who's depressed. She's not reversed, but she's usually quite vicious and horrible when she's reversed anyway, as a depressed person. Usually when she's depressed in the upright, she doesn't tend to blame others. She's just depressed. So it might be that you're burdened by somebody who's quite depressive. But also the Queen of Cups, if it's not a person around you or just generally being burdened by another individual around you, it could be a sister, a cousin, a friend, whatever. It might just be that you're burdened by the own weight of your conscience, because the Queen of Cups is a highly intuitive person. She's also a highly feeling person, so she feels empathy to a great deal. She feels what other people are feeling to a great deal. And it might be that you're burdened, and around those burdens, well, what's it about? It's about the Queen of Cups. If it's not a person, then you're burdened by your own feelings, by your own emotions. I think that there's a sense of being overwhelmed emotionally for some of you guys in your personal life. It might be that you're burdened by your conscience, because the Queen of Cups always knows what to do virtually. She's highly intuitive, so you might be burdened by your own conscience with this Queen of Cups energy showing here. Well, you've got the Magician showing here, so it might be that your conscience or your intuition is telling you that you need a fresh start with the Magician, that you need to take action in a particular area, because the Magician is about taking action. Now, if I were to read this as a combination, I'd probably look at this and think, well, there is the energy of Sagittarius being burdened. Well, what's the burden about? Because these three cards tell us a little bit more about what this is about. So you might be burdened by a person. It might be that you're burdened by another individual. Well, why are you burdened by this individual? It might be that they've got an intention to do something here, the Magician. So it might be some of you guys are burdened, coming into your personal life, being burdened by another individual who has every intention of doing something, because the Magician means to have an intention. It might be that you're burdened by a Queen of Cups, another person, and also another individual. Remember that the Mages can show us people. So it might be that you're burdened by a woman and another individual, a Magician. Maybe these are two people. She's not too bad, though. She don't look like a nasty piece of work, but this person can be. It might be that you might be burdened by a person who's emotionally manipulative, because the Queen of Cups is emotional and the Magician is a manipulator, is a conjurer. So you might be burdened by an emotionally manipulative person if we were to look at it as a combination, or it could be two people that you're burdened by. You might also be burdened, Sagittarius, by your own feelings. Maybe your intuition is telling you that you need to initiate something here. You need to start afresh, or you need to start acting on stuff, because the Magician is about taking action and being more confident. What's the outcome? Well, you've got the Nine of Wands as the outcome, and I'm wondering why the Nine of Wands is still there. I mean, I think that with the Nine of Wands is, I think that I'm seeing a little bit of procrastination in the Nine of Rods energy, because that's what the Nine of Rods energy is, to be perfectly honest with you. Yes, nines do recognise the idea about things coming to a close, that you're nearing a completion stage, but also the Nine of Rods is the classic card of procrastination, because he's standing there protecting his territory, but he's not really doing, he's still trying. But I mean, this can be the card of having one more test, but I don't think that this is it in the outcome. I think that there is a sense of waiting here for some of you Sagittariuses. All right, and I think that you're waiting to see if you can do this, because I think that you want to. I think especially if this energy of being burdened is by your own conscience, the Queen of Cups. It might be. I think there's two things that I'm looking at here. Okay. I think the one thing that I'm looking at is that there is the energies around feeling burden for Sagittarius in their personal life coming in. And I think that this burden involves, can involve a Queen of Cups, another person, a magician, somebody who's very close to you. And the Nine of Rods says that you feel possibly, I think the outcome, if this is the case, that there are two people that are bringing burdens to your door, Sagittarius, I think the outcome is showing that you guys are feeling very, very suspicious of an individual and somebody else around you. So I'm seeing either a third party situation going on here in your personal life. I certainly feel that you guys are very suspicious with this Nine of Rods of a magician, a person that you know who's got an intention, and so you're suspicious that this person has an intention to do something here. And the Queen of Cups. I'm going to see what this magician is about with two cards, and let's see if we can kind of slam dunk this. It's certainly, when you get the Nine of Rods, you see how he looks across at this card. He's very suspicious of this person's actions. He's really suspicious. He's like, what this person up to? So I think the outcome is showing you guys being very suspicious of a person that you know and another individual. You're afraid that this person, I think you're very suspicious that this person's got an intention to act, possibly on this Queen of Cups. What's the magician about? What is the intention with the magician? Show me in 1 to 2 cards. Well, the Eight of Swords shows here, so it's about the Eight of Swords. Separating from a relationship, I think, because the Two of Cups is about separation, and this is the Eight of Swords. The Ace of Swords is all about a prison or a trap. So this person wants to remove themselves, I think, so from a trap, being able to separate oneself with the Two of Cups energy in the reverse. Even though this isn't reversed, the Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords, sorry, is in the upright. In the reverse, it's about releasing yourself. But we do have a Two of Cups as a reversal, and the reversal of the Two of Cups is to separate oneself. So it's to separate oneself from a... So I think you're suspicious that somebody around you... I think that the most likely explanation for this energy showing here is that you guys are suspicious. I think there are burdens in your personal lives coming in, and I think the burdens are about a woman or a man, or there's another individual, could be a water sign individual, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, is certainly not you, and a person. For some of you, it might be that this Queen of Cups has an intention, and what is that intention? Well, it's about a trap or a prison that this person wants to separate themselves from. So it could just be the one person. You might be, some of you guys are very burdened because it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person wants to initiate or intends to initiate a separation from a prison, from a trap that they feel that they're in, with the Eight of Swords energy. And I think the outcome is showing that you guys are very suspicious of this person. So it might be just the one person you're suspicious of, or you're suspicious of a Queen of Cups and a magician, somebody outside of yourself, but this person you would know the magician, and you're very suspicious. It might be, and I think with the Eight of Swords energy, that there's a trap here that this person wants to release themselves from. Or I think that you're very suspicious that this person, it might be because it involves another person here, that you're suspicious that the person you're with is intending to separate from you because of this individual. So it's either the one person you're suspicious of as leaving the situation, or you're just suspicious that somebody wants to leave you, probably for somebody else. The overall outcome is, I think, that you're making a judgment here. I think that the judgment, though, is that you are, the overall outcome from this is that you get the truth with the Judgment energy. I think that you are levying a judgment against whoever this person is. This magician, I would say you're probably levying the judgment again. I think that it's you know, it's time to face up to the truth. It's time to face the music. And the overall outcome with the Judgment energy will be talking about facing up to the music. I think the truth is going to come out in this area here with the Judgment energy. Let's have a look at what's going on in your home lives, Sagittarius. So the Two of Wands is the energy around you. This can be talking about being at a crossroads. So the energy coming in, the influences around you might be the Two of Wands, a person who has a decision between two paths. So it might be, if this is the magician that we're talking about in your personal life, it might be, if there's another individual here, that this person, the energy around you, is somebody who's got a choice between two paths. Alternatively, Sagittarius, it might be you who has a choice between two paths with the Two of Wands showing here. Okay, it might be that the energy is coming in, influence is coming in, is being stuck or feeling at some form of a crossroads with the Two of Wands. Now, around that Two of Wands, This is all about work, 8 of coins. So the 8 of coins, it might be a job, it might be working on something. It is in your home life, and home life, personal and career can really interlink. All of the areas can interlink. And what you want to do with the life spread is if something jumps out at you, you know, rather than it being, you know, because this is home, it doesn't mean that the home life can't talk about your working life, because it all interconnects. So it might be that you're at a crossroads. Well, what's it concerning the crossroads? Your home, your work, the 8 of Pentacles showing here. Well, I think that the work that you do is keeping you chained. So I think that you're at a crossroads because some of you guys coming in, or you might already be experiencing it, you've got the devil here, and the devil's got you on lockdown. The 8 of Pentacles and the devil is not really a good combination as far as I'm concerned, because the devil says that you are just doing something over and over again. You're clocking in, you're clocking out, you're not really seeing any results, you're tired, you're knackered, you know, and the 8 of coins. So I think this is about work. I think in your home life it's talking about work, and I think that your work has you on lockdown with the devil energy. It has you chained, and that's why the energies are that you're at a crossroads, because your work has you chained with the devil energy. Now the outcome for this area is showing as the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is all about, I think for some of you guys, the Hierophant is about getting guidance. I think the overall outcome is about you guys getting guidance, or the overall outcome could be you guys tapping into your inner guidance, so your inner resources in terms of guidance. The Hierophant might be somebody that you turn to for advice, like a father figure, for example. Or it might be that with the Hierophant you turn to somebody who has the power of authority, because especially if you're in a job and you're doing a lot of hours and it's got you chained, or if you're consistently being put on a night shift, for example, the work that you're doing with the 8 of coins, with the devil, for me, is keeping you on lockdown. It's keeping you chained. There's a it's like a never-ending thing. You're not seeing any real light. It might be that you go out at night, you do night work, and all you're either on is doing 8 till 8, and you've got no social life at all with that 8 of Pentacles and the devil energy. And it might be the outcome is, well, I need to speak to a Hierophant. I need to speak to HR, for example, which can be a Hierophant. I need to speak to my manager, which can be a Hierophant. Somebody in charge. I need to find out whether I can change, you know, change up what I'm doing, change up my hours. So I certainly feel that you guys are going to be getting some guidance here with the Hierophant, especially in your home life, because I think in your home life you don't have much of a home life, some of you guys, and I think that this is why you're at a crossroads with the 2 of Wands. I think the energies around you guys coming in, you're at a crossroads and you have a choice between 2 paths, and around that crossroads is about being stuck to working a certain pattern, something you can't get out of, and it's tiring because you don't have a home life. And the outcome shown with the Hierophant, well, I'm going to have to speak to a higher up here. I'm going to have to speak to somebody who's in a position of authority that can help me out of this, because I'm not even seeing my own home. I'm not seeing my friends. I'm not seeing my family. All I do is work. The outcome for your home life is, oh my God, did you see that? The devil. Look, see that? He showed up again. That's got real significance to that, Sagittarius. That's freaking crazy. Your devil showed up in your overall outcome, and it's there. Can you see? It's there, and it's there. I've got to be honest, I think that there's going to be some difficulty in I think that you're going to be bound here in your home life. I think that you're going to be bound to something here. I don't really want to say it, but it just looks that way to me. I think that the overall outcome is the Hierophant, because the overall outcome is you guys asking for guidance. But remember, the overall outcome will show, well, is this Hierophant going to listen? Are they going to put something new into place for you? And for some of you guys, you might find, Sagittarius, that nothing new is put into place via this Hierophant. You can go to a Hierophant and ask for guidance, because Hierophant are leaders of teams, they're leader of people, and you're asking, can you see the 2 people here asking the Hierophant to sanction? So the outcome could be, well, please, boss man, or please, HR, can you sanction cutting, you know, putting me on, 2 nights a week and letting me work the rest of the 3 or 4 days on days because I'm knackered, and you know, I'm finding it difficult to find childcare, or I don't get to go out much, or I don't get to do this and I don't get to do that. But I think that this Hierophant might just say no, because the devil is the overall outcome. And the devil as an overall outcome talks about problems and restrictions and limitations. So I'm still seeing limitations, and especially as I think this might be around your working area, I still feel that there might be some great limitations happening here still, unfortunately, because the devil has you on lockdown here. So it's the limitations and the problems that have you on lockdown here. And I think the devil is also this Hierophant as well, okay? Because this can be, when you get the devil and the Hierophant together as well, it might be that you're working for a corrupt society, because this is corrupt and this is a business. okay, a society, a corporation. It might be that you're working for a corrupt corporation, and the energies are that you've got a choice between two paths. But I do feel that you're asking for help here, and I think that the devil says, well, no. The overall outcome is they'll keep you on lockdown. Somebody wants to keep you where you are, but it's for their own benefit and not yours, unfortunately, on that one. Let's have a look at your career. Let's see if we can get anything else on there. So you've got the Emperor here showing up, and so around you the energies are about establishment. It's also about somebody who's a boss. So it might be that what you'll experience is somebody who has great control over you with this Emperor. Somebody who has a great level of experience, of authority over you with the Emperor energy. Now around this Emperor, what are you experiencing? Well, the Five of Coins is what you're experiencing. So I feel that you're experiencing lack. Or when you get the Five of Coins, this can also show financial instability, or just leaving a workplace with the Five of Coins energy showing there. What else is there? Oh dear, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I think that you guys, and you've got another number 5 here as well, like this Hierophant here. And when you get the 5s in readings, they do represent disputes, problems, but also change. After diversity and after difficulty, you've got the change of the Five of Pentacles. So I think that some of you guys might be abandoning a job here with the Five of Coins. And I wouldn't be surprised, especially if the overall outcome of your home life is that you don't have a chance to experience the summer, or a chance to experience going out and enjoying yourself because you're locked into a certain amount of hours or something like that, Sagittarius. And I think that you guys, I think that the energies around the Emperor really, I mean, the Emperor could be a boss, okay? So it might be the energy around coming in is somebody who's taken control, or somebody who has a great deal of authority. And around that authority, it might be that this authority lets you go with the Five of Coins energy, in which you might experience with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the need to focus on how you're going to sustain yourself going forward for some of you Sagittarians. It could also mean that you take control with the Emperor energy around your working environment, and how you take control is perhaps by leaving this job that threatens to keep you bound here. But what you experience with the Queen of Pentacles is the need to focus on oneself, and how she's always resourceful, whether she's reversed or not. She'll never be taken under. So there's the need to focus on yourself completely, and how you get yourself back into a state of, I mean, you might find for some of you guys there is a need maybe to lend money with the Queen of Coins in the reverse, only because she's seen as a gold digger. Not that you're a gold digger, of course you're not, but she might want to lend some cash if she's reversed. I am seeing you guys either leaving, you're either being pushed out, or you're deciding to leave a workplace. But I think it's because of unreasonable behaviour from employers, okay? In which with the Queen of Pentacles energy, you'll really need to be quite selfish in terms of, you know, your money. So if you are married, or if you are in if you're living with family and stuff, it might be that you can't pay rent or something for a little longer, a little while with the Queen of Pentacles, because she's always representing somebody who has to be materially selfish, and she tends to keep things to herself. The outcome for this is showing that, well, it's going to be overcome. The outcome is showing the Star. Don't worry, this situation will be healed, and it's going to be resolved with the Star. You're going to overcome this. This Queen of Pentacles stage is going to be overcome with the Star. I am seeing you guys either being pushed out, or you're being abandoned. You're either being pushed out, abandoned in a job via an Emperor, or you decide to take control by leaving the job, in which you're going to have to be a little bit selfish concerning your finances. But don't worry, this will all be resolved with the Star energy. Okay, I'm going to ask how this will be resolved with the Star. You're given the outcome as being the Star for Sagittarius. Why have you given the outcome as being the Star? Sorry. If a card falls out like that, I never take it off. I take a notice of it, a note of what it is, and then I put it back in. Why is the outcome in 1 to 2 cards showing us the Star? Well, this is a card that talks about a lack of achievement here. Okay, will be overcome. You've got the Strength card. So the Strength card means overcoming of an obstacle, and the 6 of Wands in the reverse represents a lack of success here. With the 6 of Wands in the reverse, will be overcome with the Strength energy, and this tried to come out before the 8 of Wands, okay? And I think that this is via things picking up very rapidly, lots of messages, people communicating with you, okay, concerning new jobs, new this, new that, okay, with the 8 of Wands. So I'm seeing rapid changes coming in. It won't be long that you'll be, for some of you guys, that you'll be out of something. But this is either you guys leaving a job because of the unreasonable behaviour by employees. They want to keep you on lockdown here, or maybe they decide to do it because you ask. Let's have a look at what the overall outcome is in terms of your career. Fuck, you got an Emperor again. What the hell is this? You got an Emperor here and Emperor here. I do feel that the overall outcome is you guys taking back control and starting to build again your solid foundations with the Emperor energy. That's how I would read that card, I think. I think it's a very good card as an outcome card. I certainly don't think it's about that idiot there. If it's a person, I certainly don't think it's about that person. I think that it's definitely maybe these two cards, because it's the same energies. You've got an Emperor as your major overall outcome, and Emperor as the energy around you. They could be showing us different. One of you taking... I think that this is about you taking control. Okay, and I think that some of you guys are going to leave a place. You'll abandon the job. You'll walk out of it. You know, because you're tired. Look how knackered you are on the card. You felt maybe a couple of you will walk out of it. And as a result of that, I think there will be the need to conserve money and be really careful with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe to be a little bit selfish as well with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe some of you will have to say, I can't pay rent. Queen of Pentacles reverse will do that. But the outcome will be, the star, things are going to pick up and the situation will heal itself. And this is about maybe a lack of victory that you've had concerning this area here and this area here being overcome by lots of rapid changes coming to fruition for you with the Eight of Wands. Lots of messages. This can be about, you know, employment messages, that type of thing. And you've got the overall outcome as the Emperor, finding that foundation, building that stability again, and also gaining control in your life or gaining control of it. Let's have a look at your love life. Okay, so, you know, I don't pick the cards, babes, you know. I really don't, Sagittarius. It's just what comes out. And when I'm shuffling, there's absolutely nothing at all in my mind. It's just, there's nothing. There's nothing. I don't think anything. You can't have a tarot reader. Your mind's got to be blank. Completely blank. But I'm afraid that the energy coming in for you guys is loss. Five of Cups and disappointment. What's going on around that then? Well, I think it's really about a judgment being made here. We've got judgment again. So I think a judgment is being made with the judgment energy showing up here. The Two of Pentacles. So I think a judgment is being made on a relationship or a situation that's been juggled for too long, or that's been unstable. Because the Two of Coins can be a relationship that's unstable as well, with the Two of Coins, or imbalanced or juggling. You usually find with two, like the Two of Coins, Two of Wands, Two of Swords, they show a certain diverse nature because they're always a choice or an imbalance. So I feel that a judgment is being made, possibly on an imbalanced situation with the Two of Coins in love. The outcome shows the Temperance, but the Temperance card shows healing. I think that the overall outcome is going to be healing, okay? With this Temperance energy. For some of you guys, it might be, you know, giving the relationship another chance. But I think that the outcome of the Temperance card should show balance being restored and healing. Especially if you're making a judgment on something that is imbalanced. And I think the outcome is that you find your balance by maybe with the Judgment card dismissing something like this. The outcome for your love area is the World. This is lovely. I'm seeing the positive conclusion of a matter here. In a very positive way. And I'm just going to see what the Temperance card is about in two cards. What's Temperance about? In the overall outcome for the love for Sagittarius, what's Temperance about? Well, it's about worry. The Nine of Swords is showing worry, showing up here. But your worries are being overcome, the Sun. It's about your worries being overcome. How are the worries overcome for Sagittarius? How will the worries be overcome? And actually, that's you. Forgot, Temperance is the Sagittarius person. That's you. That's you finding balance and finding healing. How are the worries overcome? Okay, so it's by appreciating the things that you have around you with the Nine of Coins energy. Okay, and also when you get a Nine of Coins facing off from a Hierophant, sorry, from another card, it tells you sometimes that somebody's isolating themselves from an idea. So you might be worries are being overcome by you guys or isolating yourself from the idea that you're going to have a commitment with someone. It might be, well, isolating yourself that you'll have a commitment with the King of Pentacles. Okay, this could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual. So I feel that you guys really are going to be focusing on yourself and isolating yourself finally from thinking that you're going to have a commitment, Hierophant, with a King of Pentacles energy, with a person here who possibly said that who's looking to the future, the Three of Wands. Okay, and this person, I think, looking to the future is looking probably to travel with the Page of Wands or just have fast flings or that. Because whenever you get a Three of Wands looking towards another card, you know exactly what this person's looking to come in. So I think that, you know, there is a bit of loss here in your love life, and I think around that is because you're having to make a judgment on an imbalanced relationship or on a situation that's been far too imbalanced for far too long. But I think the outcome is you guys, as the Temperance card, because Temperance is your major card, Sagittarius, finally finding peace and working through those energies. And this is about your worries being overcome, because I think that you'll just isolate yourself with the Nine of Coins from a commitment, or thinking about a commitment with a person, a King of Pentacles here, who's only looking for a bit of fun. They're not looking for anything strong with you or settling. And this is why the overall outcome is the World Energy. The World Energy is all about achieving something in the best possible way. But I'll see, or a successful conclusion. Why is the overall outcome of this love area for Sagittarius, the World, what in 2 cards? Why is the overall outcome for Sagittarius, the World, in 2 cards? There you go. It shows boredom. Okay, so I think that you guys are just going to basically give up. 4 of Cups means to give up. It also says that I think for you, Sagittarius, you're just going to get really bored with somebody who is very reluctant to commit to you. 9 of Page of Cups in the reverse. I think you're just going to get really bored with it, and that's why you've got the successful conclusion of this matter. You wrap it up, it comes to its final conclusion, its final end. Because I think you're just going to get bored, 4 of Cups, with somebody who's not willing to give you the time of day. They're very non-committal, and you can't really assess who the fuck this person is, because 1 minute they're all right and the next minute they're being emotionally available. So I think you'll just give up on a very emotionally unavailable individual, with that 4 of Cups and the Page of Cups in the reverse showing there. Okay, and that's nice. That's really good. So you guys are really in a place of strength in your love area. It's beautiful. Let's have a look at the final area here then. So we're going to have a look at and this might have something to do with what's going on in your personal life, struggling. Because the personal life is showing the struggle coming in. And I think that for some of you guys, it could be a Cancerian person. For some of you guys, it could be an Earth person. Okay, but I think that you're struggle because, you know, there's a person here, a Queen of Cups and a Magician. There's 2 people that you're suspicious of. But you're suspicious as well, because you're looking at this person that you're seeing, this manipulator. Also being probably suspicious because this person's emotionally manipulative. And why are they manipulating you? Because, or lying to you with this Magician in the upright? Well, because, you know, there's a situation here that they feel bound and they want to release it with the 2 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Also, they might be lying because it might be that they feel trapped, but they're not telling you that, because the Age of Swords is all about feeling trapped, and the 2 of Cups in the reverse represents non-agreement. So you might say, well, are you okay? And they might say, yeah, I'm fine. But there's a struggle here, because you might feel that somebody's being emotionally manipulative, or they're lying about how they truly feel, and you're very suspicious about that. You know, it might be that there's 2 people. There's a person here, and this person, the Magician, you know. And you're suspicious this person's initiating or wanting to initiate something with the Queen of Cups, because this initiation, or whatever it is that they want to initiate, is a separation in terms of them feeling like they're bound to you. So they want to break the ties, because this is all about breaking the tie with you. Okay, and that might have something to do with this, the up and down nature, the imbalance in this relationship, in which in the end you have to say, you know what, the outcome is I've got to find peace within myself with the Temperance energy. You know, and my worries will be overcome if I, with the 9 of Pentacles, just separate myself, isolate myself from the idea that there's going to be marriage or commitment with this King of Pentacles, who I know is just looking to having a bit of fun, maybe travelling, but they're not looking to be very serious with me. And the future energies, Sagittarius, show the Moon. So the situation is the Moon. This can be secrecy, Sagittarius. This can be concern, anxiety, blurriness. The needing to use your 6th sense as well with the Moon energy. Let's have a look around what's going on around the Moon. So it's nice. The 6 of Pentacles shows giving. Okay, so this is all about give and take. What is it about? What's around this give and take? 6 of Coins. Oh, wow. The Sun. All right. I think there's uncertainty, because I think for some reason you guys are still involved in something here. The 6 of Pentacles is all about receiving, though. Often you're receiving help. Usually the 6 of Coins is about money. and a transaction. I'm not reading this in terms of love, but there's a transaction. I think that you guys are really looking to receive something here. The Sun card, it might be you looking to receive something in terms of a child, for example, for some of you guys, because the Sun is about children. It might be child maintenance, something like that with the Six of Coins and that Sun energy. Or you guys are looking to receive money. Maybe there's something really positive here with this financial transaction, something good. You've got the Sun. What's the outcome? But here, the outcome is the Ten of Coins. Ten of Coins talks about family and talks about financial security is the outcome showing here. Why is the energies coming in around the moon? Let me just think about this one, because it's such a different energy. I'm wondering if I can read this in a better way, the moon energy showing up. Well, I think certainly in the first two cards here, this Six of Coins and the Sun, there's a lot of uncertainty, because the energies coming in for your future are uncertainty with the moon card showing up. I always read the moon card as being uncertainty, and it is often. You know, your feelings dip in and out, up and down, just not sure at all. Secrecy, not sure of what the hell's going on. Illusion. I mean, this might be coming in a dream as well. So it might be that you're under an illusion, is what it's trying to tell us. So this might not take place at all, because this might all be in your head, the moon. Sometimes when you're in the moon, you're in a state of illusion. So I think that there is an illusion going on here. And the illusion for the future for some of you guys, I'm sorry to say, I think is to do with you guys receiving something here. Receiving something that is new and optimistic and positive, a new life, possibly receiving a new life, and a stability within a family is the outcome. But I think that this is an illusion and a dream that you guys have. I don't want to read it negatively, but because the overall energy is about illusion, the moon, then for me this can't be real. This is probably all in your heads showing up here, I think. Sagittarius. What's the overall outcome for the future energy showing here? Well, there you go, the Empress is reversed. Well, no, it's not reversed. It should be in the upright, because... No, hang on. No, that was reversed, because when I reversed this, when I turned it back to its right way, it would have been upright. So this is actually it is a reversal. It is actually, this was the only reversal here, actually, when I turned it around. That is a proper reversal. That was actually in the what you call it. But and I feel that I've got to leave it reversed, because I think it showed reverse. So usually I wouldn't have reversals in this area, but I really felt that this had to be reversed. I'm going to get why this is reversed as the overall outcome for your future. Why is the Empress reversed? The overall outcome for Sagittarius. Show me. Show me why the Empress reversed is the overall outcome for Sagittarius in 1 to 2 cards. Well, the Knight of Cups shows an offer. I think it's showing that you guys are offering something to someone here, a King of Cups. But this guy is looking at an ending here. You're offering something to someone who doesn't want to know. And I think that this is why you're dreaming here. I think in the future you guys are going to be trying to recontact somebody here. Because I think that here, what you're doing, and I think that you are suspicious of an individual here that's carrying a lot. And I think that it's a very complicated read for you guys in your personal situation. Sagittarius, but excuse me, just get a drink of water on. The throat's ever so dry. This is feelings have died, really, because the King of Cups is all about your feelings, and the Death card is death ended. Feelings are at an end. You're looking to offer something, and this is why the overall outcome is the Empress, feeling hurt. Empress's reverse can show people who feel dead inside. They feel hurt. There's a great deal of anger with an Empress in the reverse. As if this will not come to fruition when you get an Empress reverse. This is why it's showing as a reversal. And I feel that it's really intrinsic that I leave this as a reversal. And also it did show as a reversal, because remember at the start of the reading, all of these, was it all these cards here were reversed? Yeah, it was. I was turning them round, and I turned this one round. So this one had obviously come up as an upright when it should have been upright. It should have been reversed. So this is right that it's reversed, and I feel that I really should keep it as a reversal. It's showing the overall outcome is this will not come to fruition. Empress's reverse showed something that's not going to come into fruition for you, okay? And that's because you want to offer something to a person whose feelings have already died. Okay, see, this is the future is showing that you've got a dream here. This is all about being in a dream state, but it's also about living in an illusion. is the moon. So what I'm seeing for you Sagittarians is into the future you're going to be living in an illusion. And that illusion is that you're going to be receiving with the Six of Coins happiness. And the outcome for that happiness is that you're going to be with whoever this person is long term. So you're not truly over whoever this person is in the next 7 months for some of you guys. I don't see you as truly being over this individual, because I think that you're still going to be an illusion, that you're still going to be with this person. But the overall outcome for the future says, well, no, you're not, because the dream won't come to fruition. And that's because you want to offer love, Knight of Cups, to a person whose feelings have already died, with that King of Cups looking towards the Death card. Okay? You're suspicious of this person. It's carrying burdens for some of you guys in your personal life. So you're very suspicious of this individual, because you think that they're probably being manipulative, they're probably with somebody else, and the whole intention with this individual is to remove themselves from a situation in which they feel trapped. That's what their intention is. Also in your love life, I'm seeing loss as the overall energy, because you make a judgment on a relationship that's unstable. Or you make a judgment that you want to bring balance back into your life with that Two of Coins. And the only way that you can do it in the outcome is by working with yourself. Temperance energy, to bring balance by managing these disruptive energies to bring back balance and harmony, with the Temperance card being Sagittarius card. And you do that because, and the reason that you're doing that is because you want to overcome the worries. How are you going to overcome the worry? Well, isolating yourself from the idea that you're going to have a commitment with this individual here. Because all this person is looking towards is going abroad and having fucking fun. They're not looking towards you. They're looking towards having a bit of fun, maybe a younger air sign, a fire sign individual. But they're not looking at you. They're just looking to have fun. And you know this here. So you say, you know what, forget it. Let me just go on about my business. Forget this individual here. That's what you say, Sagittarius. But when it comes to the crux of the matter, in the future, you start going back into that illusion again, that dream world, that fantasy world of the moon, in which you receive Six of Coins, happiness from this individual here. The Six of Coins and the Sun. What you receive brings great happiness and positive changes. And the outcome is that you're together forever, Ten of Coins, and you're going to build a life together. You're going to have kids together, or, you know, you're going to get married or move in together and all of that stuff with the Ten of Coins. But the overall outcome, Sagittarius is saying, well, the Empress in the reverse, this will not come to fruition because you're trying to offer love to a person, a King of Cups, whose feelings have died, a person whose feelings are no longer there. And that's why that won't come to fruition, you see. Let's have a look what your hopes are. Well, your hopes are for death. Funnily enough, it shows up here. Your hopes are for absolute changes. So if you're feeling suspicious of whatever this person's doing here, you want to change on that. You know, changing the hours you probably work. Some of you guys work long hours and you're not being given a break. A change there. You know, a change in this. A change all over is the death energy. Transition from one state into another, into a better state. Let's have a look at what the overall, where things are heading for you. Well, the High Priestess. So the High Priestess talks about, can either say in an outcome area that you're not meant to know as yet with the High Priestess. Okay, in terms of relationships, some of you guys, the overall outcome for the time being might be that you end up being on your own. But it's time to, with the Empress, with the High Priestess energy, just to assess what it is that you want. Just to probably get it more in connection with yourself spiritually with the High Priestess energy for some of you guys. For some of you, it's not time for you to know anything with the High Priestess being the overall where things are heading. It might be where things are heading with the High Priestess. There are slow-moving changes happening for you. They won't seem apparent as yet, but every day we'll see something slow-moving until you start to see the major effects of everything happening. The High Priestess, I think, where everything is heading towards is you guys being very much self-aware. Your intuition really being quite heightened now because you've learned so much in the situation. What is the advice card? Okay, the advice card is keep on going. Things might move very slowly with the Knight of Pentacles, but you've got to just keep on. It's like the High Priestess. Both cards talk about slow processes and slow movement. Things will take time with the Knight of Pentacles energy, but you've got to keep working towards your goal. If you want to find the perfect relationship, keep working towards that. Don't let a relationship that lets you down hold you back. Just keep on moving towards it. All right? Be conscientious, be bold, have self-confidence, okay? But also just take things at your own pace. There's no rush. No rush at all. It's a beautiful reading. Very, very interesting. I'm going to quickly get this again. Personal life, I am seeing pressures, energy of pressures coming in. Sagittarius energy could be around a person that you know, a magician, and another individual. You might be suspicious that this person intends to do something with this person, but you're also suspicious because you think that this person intends to break up with you. They want to break the tie. This is the tie, and they want to break the tie that they've got with you, okay? Some of you guys, pressures because you think this person's being emotionally manipulative. Outcome shows you being very suspicious of them because they want to break the tie. So they might be lying to you about certain things, why they can't do this, why they can't do that as well. The overall outcome from that is judgment. You guys making a final judgment on the situation here and telling this person about it as well. Basically trying to get this person and yourself to talk about the situation openly and fluently, I think. In your home life, well, this is all about taking a new direction. I think that you are working very, very hard, and I think that it's keeping you chained and it's keeping you where you are. There's no evolvement here in terms of the work that you do. I think the outcome is you guys getting advice from HR, or you're getting advice from a manager or something. I think this is in terms of work. But the outcome area for this is the devil shows you still being in bondage, okay, because the devil is to be in bondage. So the overall outcome. Also, it might be that the Two of Wands is, especially in a home situation, you might want to move from where you are with the Two of Wands energy. And around that, it might be that there was a workman that came in, probably did some dodgy work with the devil and that Eight of Pentacles energy. Maybe you need to speak to the housing people about it, but you'd see the overall outcome still shows bondage or problems maybe with housing stuff. Could be appliances in the home, that type of thing as well. If this is work, I think that you're still in bondage, maybe working certain hours, that type of thing. In your work area, sometimes I think that the Emperor, not sometimes, sorry, I think that one of the explanations for the Emperor could be there's a boss around you, somebody who's very influential and authoritarian. Now, around this influence of this Emperor, this is about the Five of Coins. This is about you leaving your position, I think, in terms of work, abandoning it, being cast out. So it might be that this person casts you out, and I think that you would need to be very self-sufficient with the Queen of Pentacles energy, to the point of even having to be selfish towards others. If you live with parents, not paying rent for a little bit with the Queen of Pentacles, it's not that you're being selfish, it's a case of self-preservation. It might be for some of you guys doing something that you've not done before, or you don't really feel that you want to do with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This is all about self-preservation, so you'll experience for some of you guys the need to be self-preserving with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, especially if you lose your job with the Five of Coins. But there's better days ahead. You've got the Star as the outcome. Even though you've had a lack of victory here in terms of work, you'll overcome this with the Strength card once all of these messages and news and new jobs new job requests start coming in for you with the Eight of Wands, but also if you're proactive with the Eight of Wands. The Emperor could also be you guys taking control back in terms of the work area with the Emperor energy showing up here, and you'll take control back. Perhaps if people are unreasonable in your work, by leaving your job, in which you will look to focus on perhaps yourself, needing to be selfish with money until something better comes along with the Star energy showing there. The outcome for this was the Emperor, and I think with the Emperor energy showing here, really this is actually saying that you guys are going to be taking back your control and trying to build a more solid foundation for yourself going forward. I think that in your love area there is some loss here, some sadness. It's all about making a judgment on a relationship that's been up and down with this Two of Pentacles and unstable, but also making a judgment that you want to find balance, and how you do that in the outcome of the Temperance energy. You are Temperance, you're Sagittarius, so you find a way to work with these opposing forces, and what this is about is overcoming worries. So what you do is you isolate yourself from the idea of a commitment with the King of Pentacles, because this person's always looking to have fun. Some of you guys, it might be that you fuck this relationship off, and some of you guys might just put up with whatever it is, because the Temperance card can mean putting up with something that you don't even want to be putting up with, because you have to go with the flow. So I think that some of you guys might just put up with a relationship as well, the way it is, to be perfectly honest with you. even if you're suspicious that somebody wants to break up with you and there's somebody else on the, you know, on the fly, you've got, you know, some of you guys will be willing to put up with this, because in the future you'll have this fantasy. You see, the energies coming in the future are fantasies, the moon energy, and those fantasies are that this person is going to give to you, and you're going to have happiness and joy and children and a settled long-term relationship for many years to come. But the universe is telling you that the overall outcome is you won't receive this Empress in the reverse. It's not going to come to fruition, because you're trying to offer your love to somebody whose feelings are already dead. King of Cups and that Death card, so you're just not going to get it from whoever this individual is in the overall outcome. Okay, your hopes of a complete and utter change with the Death card, ending of the old into the new, the overall outcome where things are heading. It is time to retreat for some of you guys, the High Priestess. Just take a step back, possibly focus on how you evolve yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually with the High Priestess. For some of you guys, it really isn't time for you to know anything as yet with the High Priestess and the upright showing here as the overall outcome. You just have to wait and be patient. Alright guys, advice, Knight of Pentacles, keep on going. Things might seem slow, things might seem like they're not moving, but they are. You just need to remain tenacious and also dedicated, and responsible, which is what the Knight of Coins energy is. Alright, that's your reading, Sag. I'd like to say thanks for joining me on your live spread, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.